gathered in the heart of the wide brown land, put their differences aside, said together we stand. You ask what we want, so we'll tell you straight that our people are hurting, but it's not too late if you really want to help heal the wound of the past and really close the gap with some justice at last. We'll tell you straight from the heart, straight from the heart of this land. So they spoke and they sang till they worked it all out. 3 tasks to do, 1 word to shout. There's a voice to be heard, truth to be told, treaty to be signed, to right wrongs of old. It's Makarrata we want, Makarrata's the cry. From the great red rock, under the southern sky, we speak straight from the heart, we cry straight from the heart of this land. To Canberra they came, said here's what we say. If you want to walk with us, this is the way. The Canberra said no. You asked for too much. We wanted something with a much lighter touch, something we could sell those on the right who can't see past their blindfolds into the light. What's straight from the heart, straight from the heart of this land. Well, it's been said before that they know how to wait, but Makarrata's already 200 years late. No time like now to do what we must and bury terra nullius under the dust of this blood-stained country, this heartbroken land, where the red rock itself cries in the sand. Straight from the heart, straight from the heart of this land. Now the heart of this land isn't just Uluru, it's what beats in the chest of me and of you. It's what cries in the soul of this country we share. It's what sings in the sighs of the dreams that we dare. It's what lifts us to hope and to care for each other, drives the blood in the bond of sister and brother. It's what gives us our strength to rise above fears. It's the rock of our dreams, our hopes and our tears that come straight from the heart, straight from the heart of this land. So if we want it to be, it's over to us. We can't leave it to others. We learn not to trust. It's Makarrata we need, Makarrata's way to a much better future, to a brand new day where the clear light of truth will finally be shone on all of the lies about what has been done, where those who've been silenced be given their voice, and those who won't listen won't have any choice but to sign the damn treaty, pay the damn rent for country and lives stolen and spent. We'll sing it and shout it throughout this land until justice prevails, and as one we'll stand, singing straight from the heart, crying straight from the heart of this land. We'll sing it and shout it throughout this land until justice prevails, and as one we'll stand, singing straight from the heart, crying straight from the heart, singing straight from the heart, crying straight from the heart of this land.